crosshairs.
Here to announce that we're going to have a fantasy experience here. It's been done at other places. It's not been done here at the University of Kentucky, and I, again, want it to be the gold standard of doing these experiences. And basically what it is there'll be 80 spots available for 36 years and older, 35 years and older. Is it 36 or 35?
35.
35 and older, to come in and basically become a Kentucky basketball player. From uniforms to practice sessions to film sessions to being coached by our staff and former players here, to have as many former players as we can come back and be involved in the camp or in this experience, to playing in Rupp Arena, to having announcers and radio and maybe even streaming the games so that their families can watch them struggle up and down the court. But again, I think this is going to be a terrific thing. And you may ask why are we doing it? It's a wonderful way for us to, one, connect a whole new realm of people to our program. But the biggest point is the money will all go to the foundation. And the foundation, again, is the things that we're doing, from the financial literacy to the Boys Without Fathers to the biggest thing that we're going to be pushing is Catholic schools and figuring out. And again, it's not about being Catholic. That's not what, it's about education. And it could be KIPP if we wanted to do that, but we're choosing to do something that I saw have great success in Memphis, Tennessee, in an urban area where schools were open, not closed. But it was because there were people behind the diocese to help make sure that they were funded the way they needed to be funded, that they had a plan. And so that's the next challenge. And again, we're already getting calls. It's in the infancy stage right now, trying to get some consultants and some other things to see where we can help. But that is why we're doing this. It's another way of doing things that we do, leveraging what we are and what we are about, and then helping give that back to our community and our state and different causes we're involved in. Anything else? City Corp's helping. They're until the 15th of June. There's going to be early registration. Their private pass people will have the first opportunity to do that. They're being involved in this, so that's really good. We may even let the media cover it, the games. Maybe.
John, have you ever done this at any of your other coaching stops?
I haven't. And let me just say this. There's not many places that you can do these. Well, I hate to tell you, we're one of them. And so again, I'm excited. It's going to be in September. It's not the summer. They'll be during a time that our own players will be around, which is neat. But I want to use it on top of that to start us having an alumni weekend every year that's around this. That we invite as many of the former players as we can to come back, maybe do banquets around it, maybe do a golf outing around it for them. Do anything we can that they want to come back with their wives, their families, and they want to be back on this campus for a weekend. It's a good time because it's before they get started in their NBA. Again, in a couple of years, we're going to have about 10% of the NBA to play for us.
When you say the proceeds go to education, is it towards scholarships for children to go to Catholic schools, or to...
We don't know what we're doing yet. Again, one of the things we're going to do is hire a consultant that did what went on in Memphis, that's already talked to the Diocese of Louisville 3 or 4 different times right now. Her, one of the people that worked for her is now the superintendent in Cincinnati for the Catholic schools. So again, please, it's not about religion for me as much as it is education, even though that's a big part of it, obviously. It's not that many students who go to Catholic schools are not Catholic. So it's about the educational part. And it's a place that we can lend our hands. And like I said, we're also, some of the things we're going to try to do is to raise money for the university for athletes that want to come back and be educated and finish their degrees. Some of that may be stipend money. I'll give you an example, because right now, Mitch has done a fabulous job of being able to say, we're going to scholarship those kids. A lot of places do not do that. We do. But there'll be some that'll be older, have a family, and maybe need a stipend along with the scholarship to make it for those 8 months, which we don't do right now. So there's some different things that we'd like to do for former athletes that we're able to do here. And so Mitch and I have talked about this opportunity, also giving money to that. So again, we don't, you don't know the end numbers right now, but whatever we're going to do, it's going to be a great opportunity for us to bring people together, bring our former players and serve that purpose, and leverage all that to be able to say, okay, through this foundation, we can now touch this, 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 and this.
Any further questions about the
This
John Calipari
being
basketball?
the John Calipari fantasy experience, how much of John Calipari will they experience? Will you be around?
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'm not going to coach a team because that's not fair, because we'll win. But I'll be there. We're gonna do stuff at my house, so there'll be a function at my house where they'll all be there. It was funny. We were thinking about where you house them and all that, and we're different ways of doing it. We're not going to be able to do it on campus, obviously, because of the date of the camp. But yeah, we'll all be involved. Our whole staff will be involved, and it's not going to be a 5-day thing. It'll be shorter, but it's going to be. I just want everybody to walk away saying, only at Kentucky could somebody pull this off like this. Only at Kentucky could they do it to this level, and have about 80 guys who maybe were not involved in our program all of a sudden say, wow, if this is what Kentucky's about, I want to be a part of this. And it's a great way, to open up the door to different people to be a part of this athletic department and all the student athletes.
I noticed the brochure said the nearby airports where people can fly in. How wide of a net are you casting? You know what I mean? Like how far out do you think?
Here's what I would tell you. There's a group of about 30 that go to all these. Can you imagine what I'm saying to you? There's a group of 30 that would go to Michael Jordan's that's no longer run, that would go to Duke, and would even go to others. They talk to each other all the time. And where are we going this year? Who's? And they try to kill each other. Like they're in there to win. So that core group, hopefully we're going to tap into some of those guys, and they're from all over the country. You'll have guys from California, New York, Chicago, North Carolina, Florida, that will be here. They'll be from all over the country. And again, I haven't sat down with the athletic department or the school and said, how do we do all this together? But we will. And you're going to have a diverse group of, do I want to call them athletes? I don't know what you call them. That really are into basketball and are really into experiences to be able to say, you know what, we did that. And they're willing to, do that and pay a lot of money because that's what they do, and they're able to do it, and they want to be involved.
John, will your players be involved at all?
Yeah, but not, normal, managerial, counselor kind of things, but they won't be coaching. Not my current players.
Any more questions about the fantasy experience? Okay, we'll open up to further